Oh, sorry it took so long. I don't feel right. Just had to sit down and just hope the feeling goes away. Ah, loud. Don't look so strong, so delicate. Where did my chat go? Leo. We start sitting because my lungs hurt. Hello. Yo, I'm new here, so how are your streams normally like, and what is your lore if you have any? Also, what's your top 3 favorite foods? Hmm. Well, I'm a chameleon girl, so I have loads of different forms, and I can choose to be anything I want. Normally, I just play a bunch of variety games. I'm a variety streamer. I'm not a VR chat streamer, but I'm in VR chat on Fridays. Um, and what's my top 3 favorite foods? I like carbonara. I like I like bulgogi, and I like chocolate cake. I'm just trying to find somewhere nice to sit. I hope that is good. Hi Mento. Yeah, I finished this outfit yesterday. I think there were weird clipping on the arms, but that's okay. It's cool. I like the leg things the most. I'm back playing VR chat. I do VR chat every Friday. Remember when you guys had a preview of this in Blender? Yeah, I did it. Very Chinese. Well, you say that it's very Japanese. But yeah, the arms do weird things. I have to keep them up, otherwise they go weird. Looks like I have wings. I'm Chinese. I know what Chinese looks like. Okay, well, this outfit was called Project Katana, so that makes it Japanese. How are you managing the English hot weather? Is it really hot today or something? Next week it will be. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to that. Not at all. Nope, nope. All I got. All I got is insane. Does that clip there? Whatever. Whatever. I have one other really sick outfit. You enjoy the heat? I do not. Hi, Toad. I have kitty paws. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, I feel a little not good today. Like, my body feels weird. Like, I feel like my lungs have anxiety and my belly just really hurts. What are you building? Ugh. What's the plan? I don't know. Just yap and chat. I don't have any games on the docket. Y- so yeah, I'm just gonna do my normal chatting about absolute rubbish in VR chat stream. And then, yeah, that's it. Not that one, this one. There you go. Oh, you forgot? Use both of them too. Use both of the bad words. You could have only made it worse if you said, "Howdy, y'all, we playing Minecraft?" I mean, it looks amazing. Thank you. It's cute. I like this outfit. It reminded me of Lethal Company. I'm Morpheus. Let's see how I have with this. I take offense to that. Yeah, so Minecraft Hellhound, you said what stuff about me. Well, I hate Minecraft. So if you don't want to be in a Minecraft hater stream, I think you need to get out of here. Cause I hate Minecraft. I don't mind it being your name. I don't mind. I don't like the game. Hello Jinx, who's absolutely not a furry. I'm not. I've never really like wanted to have a suit. I've never really wanted to be part of that crew. Oh god, I feel awful today. What is up with today? Hi Queen Million. Hello. Why don't you like Minecraft? I don't like Minecraft because the game is boring, the game is ugly. Um it's just boring. And unfortunately, a game that's so ingrained in a culture that I hate, I have to hear about it all the time, and I just don't care about it. Should I cancel tickets to the FurCon? I've never been to a furry convention. I'd go. I'd go just to see what it was like. I watched the loading screen the entire time I was in the shower, fun fact. Well, thank you for waiting. It takes me a while to get into VR. The thing is, it's like I could either be really late by half an hour by waiting till I'm in VR to then hit the go live button, or I can do the go live, get everyone in, and then when it's done, whatever's. Who cares? Who cares about this boring talk? Not a furry. Hi, Step. You're allowed to have your own opinion, so it's valid, but very disagreeable. But I respect your opinion. Look, I'm an old woman. I was around since Minecraft's becoming. I played my fill. I played it for 2 years. I watched Minecraft content for a few years. It just got boring and stale. I play Minecraft on the Xbox. Was why a property, remembering all the times you fought with me and surprised things got so things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me. It's like it's like if I was to say I hate Minecraft or a popular game series, and then you're like, how the hell can you hate Minecraft? And then I'm like, okay, you hate League. It's basically the same effect. Like, if you can hate League, I can hate Minecraft. You sound 24 to me. Also, oh, the comment's gone. I can't read it anymore. Where did it go? It's gone. Never mind. Oh, you sound 24 to me. Also, I've been alive as long as Minecraft has been around. Well, did you play it? Were you one when it came out, or did you play it when it came out? Because I think when it came out, I was 16, 18. Allowing so many messages. Naomi, no! Don't allow any of the ones with Minecraft in it. You can't teach them that saying Minecraft is okay. It's not okay. Is this a new model? Yeah. Minecraft got out in 2011. Okay, so I would have been 7. I would have been 18. I would have been 18 when Minecraft came out. So I was already like, people love Minecraft in their childhood. I was already not a child when Minecraft came out. I was too busy in university. Hey, Mosweer. Yeah, I'm an old biddy. And because I wasn't making money from it, from being an adult playing it, what was the point of playing it, you know? If you ain't making money from Minecraft, what the hell's the point playing it? Everybody says so. Max, thank you for gifting 5 subs. Did Joe tell you to do that? Somebody make a move. I graduated high school a year before Minecraft was released. Yeah, we had, look, I say like the birthing of Minecraft was when being a kid went downhill. Nah, fake take. You seen these kids? How do you people remember these things? Wait, what things? Came out the year we became adults. I was an adult when I was I guess I still feel like, Danny, you guys still feel like you're 16? Like mentally, I still feel like a scared teenager. It feels so weird to know there are now adults that grew up playing the craft game. I'm still here like, yeah, loads of adults. This is like, tubbos who have been playing it the whole entire life. Hasn't Minecraft gotten better? No, I don't think it's gotten better through updates. In general, I don't like those types of games. I think already the number one issue I have with it is everything's a block. It's so ugly. I don't like it. Like anything with blocks, I just don't enjoy. I just don't like that look. I'd rather play a simulator game that uses all the same assets, people with clothing that clips onto them, their mouths don't move when they talk, rather than playing Minecraft. What if everything was a circle? I wouldn't like that anyway. Oh my god, you're like my mom. She hates the game because it's blocks. It looks ugly. I think even with the shaders, it doesn't work because everything's still just a block. Have I seen the Backrooms cleanup game? I don't think so, no. No? Do I like sci fi games? Yeah. Yeah. Mm. You play Minecraft with your mom? That's nice. My mom would never play a video game. She hates the fact that I play games. I ruined her chance of having a daughter that goes outside and parties and raves. Hey, Valheim too? Valheim was okay. I got bored of it very quickly. I would love series like Star Wars and Halo. Well, yeah, everyone loves Star Wars. I played one Halo game as a kid. It's just not for me. It's too masculine. So you have Minecraft get automated like a bad word? Yeah. Yes. Yes. It's a slur in this chat. My mom's fine with it because I just say I could spend this money on drugs instead, I suppose. That's a lot of games you play. Drugs are well more expensive. I never seen Star Wars. To me, it's cringe and boring. See, this is where our takes are completely different. Some Star Wars is fantastic and great. Backrooms cleanup crew. Wait, that looks kind of fun. Gross. You know, Joe's come up with really bad habits. He really enjoys, like, farting on me. Like, he saves them, and then when he sees me, he farts on me, and it's like, bruh, stop saving them. He uses them as weapons. Well, Lord of the Rings. That's gross. Dude, oh my god, do you want me to tell you the gross thing he did yesterday? I don't think you guys want to know. It was bad. It was gross. Your mind about Joe could be changed. Yes, I told him I'd tell you guys this. He just laughed. I was sitting in my chair. Joe had just gone to pee and then he came to see me. I was sitting in my chair and I was just chilling. And how did this begin? I don't remember how it began, but it ended up with him being like, I don't know if I should even say this. Everyone's over 18, right, in chat? Duh. Okay, so this wasn't sexual at all, alright? This was just jokes. He was like, hey, touch my willy. So I touched it and had pee still on it. He basically just wanted me to touch his pee. And then I tried to put my finger that I touched the pee with in his mouth, and he freaking sucked on it. And he was like, yep, I definitely tasted pee. Basically, we try to outgross each other. We did try to outgross each other all the time. That wins. I always do this thing that when we're just sitting on the sofa and watching like a show or a movie, what I always try to do is when he's deep locked in and watching, I just slyly, like, I'm like this, okay? So I always have my legs on him so he can tickle my legs because of all my skin. It feels nice. I always try to slyly put my foot in his mouth. I do it every time, too. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. No, he's not into that. He doesn't like it. He's always like, you don't know where you've been stepping. That's gross. It's fun, right? Look, when you're in a couple, it's really fun to outgross each other, but definitely his pee thing wins. This is the first chat I've been in where Minecraft gets auto-modded. Well, I mean, I just do it because I think it's funny to, censor the Minecraftians. Does he watch movies with an open mouth? No. His mouth is always closed, but I can pry his mouth open with my toes. Here's another story. So we go to bed, us being like, okay, it's time for us to focus on sleep as we turn away from each other. So we're like back to back. What he did is he pressed his butt against mine, he put his hands on my butt cheeks and opened them, and then he farted. Then he was like, I farted right into your butthole. And I was like, Joe, I'm trying to sleep. I'm going to steal that food. Oh, it's funny. Why is this Joe so freaky? All the time when on my period, I threaten Joe. I say, Joe, when you're sleeping, I'm going to rub my full bloody vagina across your face. Oh. I'm like, watch out when you're sleeping. Look, okay? You can't say you haven't been in a relationship where you haven't just done something gross to the other one. You haven't done it yet. I haven't, no. Nope, never. But it's fun! Not to this level. Boring. If you don't have a girlfriend who tries to put their finger up your butt constantly, then are they your girlfriend? Never had a girlfriend? You guys need a little bit of tender loving care from the love Doctor Jinx. I'm gonna do this next stream. Wait, didn't I say I plan to do a karaoke stream with Lazzy one of these Fridays? Was it next Friday coming up with the Friday after? No, I could do next Friday. I think I have a sponsor then. Yeah, maybe you should play less Minecraft, and then maybe you might get a girlfriend. One of these VR chat streams, I'm gonna come up with a love doctor outfit, and then you guys can tell me all your love issues, and I will give you the best advice you've ever had. Because obviously, I know so much about being a normal human being in a great relationship. All my answers are literally just gonna be like, just poo on it, pee on it, uh, put your finger up the bum hole. That pretty much answers most of it. Hi, Ness. I have a pickup line. Want to hear it? Okay. Is it about Minecraft? How did you manage to get cute? Me? Well, you see, all girls are cute. Everything representing a girl is cute. Chat, go play League of Legends. This is how half of my relationship started. VR chat is how I got two of my relationships. Jinx is a guy would be a huge incel. Bruh, if I was a dude, I would just play games all day and jerk off and hate women. Yeah. Here's a pickup line. Roses are red. The sun gives off heat. If your legs ever get tired, you can use my face as a seat. Well, that's an awful pickup line. You can't just go in there with the sexual stuff at the beginning. You actually have to be nice to them and then treat them like the whore you want them to be. Taking advice on love from an anime girl on the internet that tries to outgross her partner. Yeah, that's how you know I'm in the best comfortable relationship. I've said mine before, but mine is did it hurt when you bust through the crust ascending from hell? I mean, that would work if you're specifically trying to get a golf girlfriend. Mine is I pooped my bed. Can I poop in yours? Oh. Did you fall down from heaven because you look like you landed face first? That's a good one. That one describes me very well. I hear that a good way to earn a girl's love is raise her. No. Just being nice to them is enough. Honestly, the only way you could probably get a girlfriend is being nice to her and being attractive. Is this shaky or is it smooth? Well, that's that then. Hi, Leonie's loser. How do you have that name on Twitch? Doesn't Leonie stream on Kick? Got it, no burping face. I mean, that's until after you become their partner. We killed all lights and put on a show. But I feel like if you're nice to women, they think you want something from them or think you're weird. No. I mean, I don't know. A lot of girls like bad guys. I don't like bad guys. I'm ugly, I don't got a chance. Okay, here's another really sick tip, okay? If you think you're ugly, you gotta go the quirky boy route, right? Quirky boy route. You gotta grow like some crazy facial hair. Because some girls are really into weird facial hair. You know, like the evil, twisty mustache build? That's OP. Honestly, OP build. You go that and you dress in like some really like colorful, strange clothing. That is literally OP. Like every guy I've ever seen that looks like that is in such a happy relationship. Ain't no way. Trust, it's OP. You will find some quirky, weird girl that is really into that because they're really into weird looking guys. And if you're ugly, then freaking just go quirky, man. If you can't dress like a bad boy, like all these looks maxes, just go full quirk. Honestly, it works. It works. Their girlfriend definitely is cheating if they're with weird looking guys. No! No! There are quirky ass girls out there. Quirky girls, hippie girls, like goth girls are really into this look. They like people who are quirky and weird and different. If you just look like some Joe Schmo ugly, well, Joe's lovely. If you look like some schmo, right? Just an average schmo, just go freaking weird and you'll stand out and people will find that attractive. I can say I'm not into this look. I've seen all these people who look like this have wives, have children. Everyone will compliment you too because you look different. They'll be like, "Wow, that's a crazy mustache. You look really friendly. You look really cool." Or, that's a really nice rainbow jacket you have going on there. It's very cool. Weren't you goth? Yeah, at one point. All 5 women in chat, come forwards and state your piece. Look, the thing is, if I was to grow up, say I'm 40, I'm not dating Joe anymore, right? I will go for the guy with this look, because that means he's unique, he's creative, he's out of the box, he's down to be different. Hi, Jimbo. I need some apple juice. Back it up. The assumption that ugly people don't get relationships is simply wrong. I'm ugly. I'm in a relationship. I don't say that ugly people don't get into relationships. I'm just saying if you want to cheat the system and get a girl very quickly, that's how you do it. What percentage of chat do you think are males and females? I think 95% of my chat is male. Neff is in here. Neff's a girl. TTY isn't here. Aonica isn't here. I'm just trying to think of girls in chat that frequently visit. Naomi is, I don't know if she's still here. What are your tips for taking relationships from online to IRL? Well, yeah, the tip for that is to go and see them. You book a flight and you go and see them. Crumpet? Well, Crumpet isn't here. Yeah, I have a really twiddly long mustache. Problem with online relationships, and I was in one, and the whole reason why I left one is because we were still in one, is that you just have to make effort. You have to discuss it. You have to be like, hey, I would be down to move there, and then you freaking research it, you look it up, and then you do it. The problem is people just not doing it. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. Wasn't that guy weird as shiz? No, he was just mentally a child. Because most of the times, the only way you can ever live together is if you get married. So you gotta know that, like, that person is the one you want to spend the rest of your life with. But you just said you were mentally 16. I know, but, like, when that person is mentally, like, 1, and it, like, the balance? 6'7"? 6'7"? I like these hands. Okay, now you can almost say this is a furry like avatar since I got the furry hands on. How many relationships I've been in? Okay, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Joe's my 8th. I'm gonna say it. Like such long pauses because I was just trying to think. I don't want to miss anything. Aren't those hands supposed to be gloves though? Yeah, like furry gloves. So you've broken 7 guys' heart, or first one I broke up with, second I broke up with, third one broke up with me, fourth one we mutually broke up, fifth one they broke up with me, sixth one I broke up with them, seventh one I broke up with them. Does it count as a relationship pondering? What does that mean? Did you have to fight your evil exes? Kind of. Kind of. That's many dudes, in my opinion. I mean, I'm 32. 8 relationships in a, you know, my first relationship was when I was 18. 8 relationships in a 14 years doesn't seem that bad, to be honest. I had a 4-year break between relationships too. I had a 4-year break between 5 and 6. Now we just ain't got as much game. Yeah. Like, first one was a few months because it ended up he was very weird. The second one was who was the second one? Oh, was 1 year. The third one was a few months. The fourth one was 2 years. The fifth one was a few months. The sixth one was 2 years. The seventh one was 3 years. How many relationships have you guys been in? See, Hennis has been in 14 relationships and he's a guy and he's like half my age. One? 3? One for 12 years, ended in divorce. Oh, I'm sorry. 5? I'm hot though, so Henna's just outmugged all of you. Yeah, get outmugged. 0? I've never dated anyone ever and I'm 34. It sounds like you don't want to date anyone. My wife is gone. Aw. Free, but I was engaged. I was with her for 8 years. Damn, that's a long time. There's been like 4 girls I was interested in. I've probably have asked maybe 5 different guys to date me, and they all said no. I've been rejected many times. Tearing up from the bottom, up from the bottom. It's truly not easy for some people. I mean, I think it is easier for a girl, but I'm also not that picky. I know there's a lot of people out there that are very picky. I think I've dated 4 of the 8, which I'm actually not attracted to, but I dated them for personality wise and not because I thought they were hot. Yeah, Joe is hot. Joe is the hottest guy I've dated, for sure. I have to have a solid friendship and then move into something if it sparks connection deeper levels. No! Bad. Bad. That's not how. Unfortunately, friend zoning is a big thing. If girls see you as a friend, it is so hard to leap into actually dating. Very hard. There's very few friends who have dated. I've never broken up in public. Have I ever tried to date a girl though? I'm not a lesbian. I don't want to date girls. Do you think that a lack of physical attraction at the start of a relationship can be overcome with a time? I mean, probably. I personally struggled. When a girl friend zones, you simply get a new friend who is a girl and she will go crazy. Oh, hi, Boss Bun. I mean, I'm not that good at relationships. I just think they're interesting and funny. Mm-mm, mm, 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 mm. This world's nice. If I get a girlfriend, should I tell them I watch VTubers or nah? Honestly, if you get a girlfriend, you just sneak it in, see if she also does it. If she doesn't, I wouldn't. I wouldn't, because that's kind of like, for a normal girl that doesn't know what a VTuber is, they would be quite uncomfortable with it. I would think. Yeah, if she watches VTubers and she's down with that, then yeah, it's fine. But I feel like if you're in a relationship and you're spending your time not with your girlfriend but watching VTubers, then I feel like you're gonna lose that relationship. Hi, Flo! My way or the highway. If you're super into VTubers and they kinda need to know so they know what they're getting into. Yeah. Because, I mean, I'm getting mad at Joe for spending so much time in RP. I want them to spend time with me. Your girlfriend would probably want you to spend time with them and stop watching other girls play games. Or moan into the mic like most VTubers do. I wouldn't want to be with someone that leaves when they realize I watch VTubers. Well, then you'll have to find someone that does enjoy VTubers too. I don't buy VTuber much. I just watch them. Yeah, but that's the problem. Buying VTuber much doesn't matter. It's time. Time is a currency, and being in a relationship, you need to put time and effort into that. And if you're spending your time watching, like I said, girls on the internet moan, then that could potentially be an issue. Would I care if Joe was to spend, I don't know, 3 hours watching a VTuber every day? Yes! I want him to spend that time with me! What kind of VTubers are you guys watching? All VTubers do it! You name me a VTuber, I'll be like, yeah, they moan on mic. Me? Okay, I don't do that. Melody? Melody is literally the champion of doing that! Demi does that? Yes, Demi does that constantly. Yep, she does. Naomi? Naomi doesn't, but I don't regard Naomi as a VTuber. Melody would never moan on stream. Hello? Are you talking about Project Melody? The first VTuber to do naughty content? Cottontail? Hello? Cottontail? The hentai voice actress, she moans I don't even think she speaks words. All she does is moan. I don't think she's ever said a single word on her stream in her life. All she does is make sexual moans. What do you mean does Cottontail do it? She's literally the number one that does it. Mouse? I mean, Mouse has definitely done it. I've definitely heard Mouse doing it before. Boone does it. Even Boone does it. Joe? Moku-chan? I don't know who that is. Strippin' too? Strippin's not a VTuber. April Stan never stops moaning. He's a guy. Nyanas does it. It's like an dimension and not doing this is true. I think you only know YouTubers. I think the top VTubers are the ones that do it. Zentreya doesn't do it. I don't think her TTS could even hear her do it. Not my queen Vebe. Vebe did it a lot. I don't know what you're talking about. Snuffy doesn't. Snuffy has done. When I've clicked on her streams, she's done it. Who is the top VTuber to you? On Twitch? Iron Mouse, probably? In general? Well, I don't watch the Japanese one, so I couldn't tell you. Surely not Giga? No, Giga doesn't do it. Giga's like 40 years old. I don't think Freaky is a top VTuber. Freaky, I think to be a top VTuber, you have to have like 2,000 viewers. There's so many of them with 2,000 viewers. I don't even know who Ecto is. The Hololive people get 10k yet again. I don't watch the Japanese stuff. Fumoko, I have no idea who that is. But you said all VTubers moan? Yeah, the Twitch ones do. I don't think they're allowed to do to do that kind of stuff in the Japanese companies or the Asian companies. Yes, Bao does it. She's one of the ones that does it the most. Bao's whole thing is coming on stream. Bao's whole thing is kind of like me, but to like obsess over male characters in games. Buff Puff does it? Yeah, Buff Puff does it a lot too. Am I VTuber? I don't know, you tell me. Does Megalodon do it? Yep. I don't even think these girls even realize they're doing it. They all just have the VTuber accent, which involves moaning. I don't think you hear me do it. I just would feel really uncomfortable making those noises. People marching to the drums. Lena doesn't do it, but also I wouldn't watch Lena. Nero doesn't moan? Dude, that AI could probably be trained to do it. I'm gonna tell. If I told you it's my birthday today, would you make an exception to swear one time? Is it your birthday? Why did you gift me subs? Yes? Oh, happy birthday, Max. Happy birthday! Bum 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Tell Max to fuck off. Yeah, up off. Get off. Get out of here. Does Cinder moan? Yes! Yes, Minecraft Hellhound, you're literally naming the worst offenders. Cottontail, Cinder, Bow. These are literally the ones that do it the most. At this point, I feel like you guys are desensitized to it because they do it the most. Yes, Cinder! Cinder is insanely sexual on her stream. Hi, Gurp. I think there is a blocked or something. Pause at you. Yeah, soon he's gonna name Numi, and I'm gonna be like, is Naomi moan? No, no, because Naomi ain't like that. Please. Well, what do you want me to say, Max? They probably are edited Minecraft. I'm just saying, normal people do not talk like that. Normal people don't go, oh my god, the enemy just hurt me, They don't go like that. That is not normal. You hear that? That is what they sound like. That is what I'm talking about. Never do that again. But that's what they all do. And that is not normal. So when we're going to that, well, that's what I'm talking about, by the way. That is what I'm talking about when I say that VTube is moaning. That is what they sound like. That is not normal. Okay, I would never go like that. I would just go, ah, or I don't know, but I wouldn't start moaning. I became a VTuber that day. That day she grew up. I've been told that I scream like that Home Alone kid. The Home Alone kid's like, ah! Can't think of a swear word. Max. Maxine. We've heard you moan loads. I mean, maybe moaning about the economy, maybe complaining about stuff, but I don't make those sounds. That's not normal. It says that I tried to stick my foot in Joe's mouth. Yeah, but that's you randomly do it in games. No, I do not, Schwifter. I don't know if we're watching. You are not me. I do not moan. I never make those sounds ever. I should stop watching this stream. My wife's boyfriend is getting mad at me. I don't make those sounds. I would never make those sounds. Is my battery on? Are we talking about how cringe VTubers are? No, I think someone mentioned that, should I tell my girlfriend that I watch VTubers? Or if I got a girlfriend, should I tell them I watch VTubers? And I said, possibly not, because VTubers are quite sexual, and you should spend your time with your girlfriend rather than watching VTubers. Did you moan when a starring was on screen? No, I would just be like, oh my god, I love you, Astarion. I never moaned. Sure. Not buying it? Alright, let me find the clip of me playing Baldur's Gate on stream. It's on a YouTube channel somewhere. And if I did, then that was 2 years ago. God, he's so hot. Thanks for proving me right. I didn't moan! Hello? I didn't moan! Me going, is not moaning, hello? That is not a moan! That's me going, and me going, that is not moaning! Are you okay? Are you okay? That counts? Me going, that is not moaning! Can you imagine you doing with someone and going, oh, how sexy is that? That is so sexy. I want to have sex with a girl that sounds like that in bed. Like, hello? That's not a moan, that's just me going, like an excited sound. If I do get a girlfriend, should I show you to them for what VTubers are? I mean, you just say what your interests are. That's a moan? No, it is not! You guys are actually mental. This is how I know you don't have girlfriends. That is not a moan! It's going, because I'm excited he called me my sweet. I'm not going, Starion, I'm not going like that. I'm going, like, what? I'm actually getting mad. I'm getting so mad. I'm getting so mad. Clip that? Okay, that wasn't even attractive moans. That was me doing the most disgusting moans known to man because I don't want to do normal ones. There are different types of moans. I literally go, all the time. That's an I can't. I'm actually going to, like, end my stream. I'm getting so mad about this. That is not a moan. I make that sound all the time when I'm excited about something. And when someone goes, hello, Jinx, I go, that's an excited sound. That's not a moan. That is a moan? No, it's not! My mouth isn't even open making that sound! Going, my lips aren't even open! You don't even need an open mouth to moan. I'm getting so angry. Well, next time you're having sex with a girl that goes, yeah, That's not a moan. You guys are nonsense. I can't even see that wall of text. The girl sounds like that. Take the tape off her mouth. You never hear a girl holding their voice moaning, but that's not what it was. That was just me going, like yay. That was me going yay with my mouth closed. Like hello, hello, hello. That's a moan? No, it's not. Okay, guys, I hope you never get girlfriends. Because if you say that's a moan, you're probably going to abuse your girlfriends. And then say that wasn't abuse. I just flicked you. Like, hello? That is not a moan! If you think that's what the moan is, then I don't know if you're mentally sane. That was a very odd stretch. It's a very odd stretch that you think being is a moan. What do you call it then? I've literally said 1,000 times. It's excitement. It's me going like yay with my mouth closed. That is not a moan. That is like a squeal of excitement. That's what a moan is? No. No. A moan is the sexual sound. The sexual moan. That is what we are talking about. We are talking about VTubers who sexually moan. That is not sexual in the slightest. Moans don't have to be sexual. I am specifically talking about the sexual ones that VTubers make when they're streaming. Have you guys not been listening to this whole conversation we've been happening? Okay, I'm changing the subject. I'm done. I'm not arguing about this anymore. Moving the goalpost, that is literally what the context of this whole conversation is. If the context of the conversation didn't happen, then this conversation wouldn't be happening. I'm not turning the conversation around. That is literally what the whole conversation has been about. The whole conversation has been about, I don't make the same sexual sounds that VTubers make. You said, what about when you saw a Starion? I showed you a clip of me around a Starion. I didn't go, a Starion, I want to freak you, like VTubers. I went, a Starion. Joe, come here.
Yes, ma'am.
Is me going... Okay, does this sound like a sexual moan to you?
No.
No. Chat is saying that's me making a sexual sound. Exactly! Exactly!
The ending note is wrong. You know?
Yeah, but I'm not. It's not like exuding air. That's me going,
Two things. One.
Why are you opening my window? I don't want people hearing me outside.
It's really hot in here. We're bringing on the cooperative back next week.
Why?
Liza P and the DLC have just got supported co-op.
Okay.
We can play through Liza P with zero vigor.
Okay.
You down for that?
Sure, I'll play Laser P. But remember, I'm doing XCOM with Strippin.
Oh, yeah, but he's kind of late.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know when he wants to do it.
Yeah. The other thing is, don't be mad at me. There's a battle at 8 PM today on Skyrim.
Okay. You're gonna meet... Okay.
Keep up your sexual mode.
Ah! I'm not moaning! Help. Jinx is right. The definition of a moan. A moan is long, low key, keyword low, inarticulate sound, either voiced or unvoiced, made in response to physical or emotional states. I just want to preface and just say I don't like making orgasm sexual moans on stream. It is a very popular thing that other VTubers do. If you want your girlfriend to understand what VTubers are, if they've never seen VTubers before, I would recommend maybe not showing them some of the top VTubers that definitely do it. I.e., Cottontail is a very bad, very, 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 very bad person to show your girlfriend who doesn't know what a VTuber is because Cottontail moans every other word. Maybe show them a more wholesome VTuber that doesn't do that. Conversation over. Case closed. Yes. I talked to Strippin last night after D&D. He said we're going to be playing XCOM next week. He has the pack ready. Don't diss Mommy Cotton. I'm not dissing her. It is literally her whole thing that she moans every sentence because she is a hentai voice artist and she does porn. Okay? She is marketing herself. She knows what she's doing. She moans on stream. That makes sense for her. She literally does porn. Makes sense. I'm saying, if you have a girlfriend who doesn't know what VTubers are and you want them to get into them so you can watch them off stream, I wouldn't show the ones that consistently are sexual on stream. Are we cool? Deep breath in, deep breath out. That was the conversation. That is what I was talking about. I'm just saying, I would say I'm not one of those VTubers that consistently moan on stream. I think I'm pretty family friendly. Okay? Nice. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, but Melody doesn't moan. Yes, but Melody also does porn. So yet again, I would stay away from showing your girlfriend the VTubers that particularly do porn. I would stay away from that. I don't think it's ever been a good idea to show your girlfriend the porn artists that you enjoy. Okay? Okay? I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. If you're single, fine. Be into the VTubers that do porn, subscribe to their porn, support their porn. However, if you have a girlfriend, I wouldn't probably show them the porn VTubers that you like. Okay? Okay. Good idea. Listening, gentlemen, great advice. If you get a girlfriend, get rid of all those OnlyFans subscriptions, those fancy subscriptions. Trust me, you do not want a girlfriend who you do not know much about to then see. If she enjoys them, good. But if they're a brand new girlfriend and you don't know where the limits are, like this is literal. You're saying a situation which is going to be very rare. It's going to be a very rare situation where your girlfriend is also going to be into that. I'm just saying it. Okay? It's gonna be a super rare situation. What if she's a VTuber? Then this conversation doesn't exist. The conversation is if your girlfriend who isn't into VTubers, who doesn't understand them. If she's a VTuber, then she will freaking understand, won't she? Like, the times I've wanted to break up with boyfriends just because I've seen them have nudes of their ex still on their phone. Okay? Also, guys, don't do that. If you've broken up with a girlfriend and now you have a new girlfriend, make sure all of those nudes are gone. Okay? What I don't want to see, I had a boyfriend who was just flicking through his phone showing me all his pictures, and I saw like 5 pictures back to back of just nudes of his ex. And I'm just like, why do you still have these? Okay? Get rid of those. Get rid of those pictures. That's very different. Yeah, this is a different thing I'm talking about now. Jinx talking like I've ever had a single GF on, and that's how I know that you don't know what a real orgasm moan is, and what a and what a is. Now I know it's because BG is single and has never been around a woman. Okay, I get it. Extra Emily told me it's okay to keep them and make a list of them. Extra Emily is also a psycho, and I wouldn't listen to anything she says. Does Joe watch VTubers? No. Joe doesn't watch Twitch. That's not very nice. You haven't been here for the past 10 minutes. You can tell me that's not very nice if that came out of nowhere. That didn't come out of nowhere. Extra Emily is a character. Extra Emily, as soon as I learned that she was not going to pay her parents the hundreds of thousands of dollars it took for them to put her into university, even though she's a millionaire and she isn't going to pay them back for that, that is when I learned that she is a horrible, horrible, horrible human being. I would never do that. If my mum spent all of her life savings to put me into university, hundreds of thousands, and I made millions, and I didn't pay her back, her reasoning was they're my parents, I shouldn't have to pay them back. That's how I know you should never listen to anything she has to say. What a horrible human being. Yeah, she said that on stream. You can literally find the clips of her saying that. And then she had to backtrack. Basically, what she did, she got so much backlash from that. She did a Twitter post saying, I've discussed with my dad, I'm gonna do it, right? And then another clip comes out of her in a car. Her dad calls her and asks her for the money, even though apparently she said she paid it back. She never paid it back. Basically, she lied. And it was proven that she lied. She was never intending to pay them back, even though she said she was going to. If I made that kind of money, I'd give my parents a salary. Me too! My whole goal in life on Twitch is to make money, buy my mom a farm, buy my mom animals, make sure she's happy for the rest of her life. If I'm a millionaire, I'm freaking buying my mom whatever she wants. Wasn't it they only wanted paying back because she didn't follow the career path they wanted for her? But even then, if they were to spend hundreds of thousands to put you into university and you have millions and they do not, you'd think that maybe you would pay them back a little, like, you pay them back at least, wouldn't you? And buy all the gongs? Yeah, I'd buy my mum like 100 gongs. She could just have a whole room just full of gongs. I think Americans are different to British when it comes to family matters. Okay, so Swifter, say your parents pay $250,000 to put you into a good university. You end up with a really good job, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, you're whatever. You make like $500K a year. Are you telling me you wouldn't then pay your family back who do not make that money? I'm British, okay. It just seems like a brainlet thing to do. It seems like the good thing to do. You wouldn't pay them back? But why? They obviously don't live a good life compared to you. If I was a millionaire, I would buy my parents' mansion in Malaysia. Exactly. I would do that too. Extra Emily just doesn't do that. I agree, but some families don't care about each other apparently. American here, I tell my parents to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and that I worked hard for my millions of dollars earned through the lottery. See, if I if I won the lottery, I would give my mother so much money. I would give my mother half the money. That Carmelo kid had a fundraiser for his court case. His parents took the money, bought a house and shiz, and told him to get a state-funded lawyer. I don't know who Carmelo is. But, like, Extra Emily's parents have been on her stream. They don't have a bad relationship. Like, they've literally done stuff on her stream. It's just Extra Emily is a bad person. And she's made that very clear lately that she's a bad person. Apparently, they were just props for her stream. She could have paid them. I would disown that kid. Me too. I always think that lately, for sure, you like my model? I like it. You can't really see it much, but I have fluffy boots. It's like Lethal Company, like. But hi Sol, I haven't seen you in forever. I have any siblings? I do. I have a brother. My sister also doesn't want to repay any of the borrowed money from her parents. It's just that what it is with some people. That's just pathetic. Like, even if my mom wasn't my mom and I wasn't having such a good relationship with her, I just would never take money from someone and then not pay them back for it. I mean, I'm not paying you guys back for your subs. That's just my job, okay? My job is to take your money. But like like if my mom was to give me 10,000, I would always pay her back. Will I sing on stream ever again? I did a karaoke section yesterday for like an hour and a half. You can watch my VOD, and most of it didn't get muted. I didn't want to go to uni. I was forced to. They didn't have to spend that money, to be honest. Yeah, but if you can't pay them back, that's fair, right? But if you have millions, if you literally earn millions, then you think you'd pay them back. Especially if they go on your stream, even, and you're definitely still friendly with them. Paying back subs. I think my university debt is £90,000. Is a lot. I think you must be lost. I need that. I need to. Whew. How much was the total? On my uni debt? 90K. 90,000. Oh yeah, the UK has the same problem as the US. Um, I don't know how the US does it. I think the US you actually do have to pay. The UK debt, it's a lot different. In the UK, if you want to go to uni, basically they do a thing with taxes. So if you can afford to pay it back, they will make you pay a percentage with your taxes. But if you can't afford to pay it back, so if you're under a certain, I think you have to earn over 30K a year, and then you have to pay some money back. But if you don't earn enough for your job, then you never have to pay it back, pretty much. It's a pretty good system. It's basically being like, hey, did you actually use that degree that you studied for? Yes, and you actually got a job? Okay, well then pay it back. Oh, are you having an awful, really poor life and you don't use that degree that you learned? Oh, then don't pay it back. That's basically the system. I've got uni fees and I got reminded to pay them, but I never made enough money because I'm not fit for work. Yep. Got something similar in Australia too. I think the UK and Australian school systems are very just similar in general. Because I know in Australia, you guys don't say like first grade, second grade, high school. You guys say like elementary school and secondary school and year 10 and year 11 and that kind of stuff, which is what we do. Can't imagine a gov with a kind of. Yeah, in the US, is it you actually just have to flat out pay that money? Or can you pay it over years? Well, before the system that we had now, I was actually lucky. I was in the first year that this system happened. Otherwise, in the UK, it is a flat rate depending on the uni you go to. But if you go to like a normal uni in the UK, I think it costs you, was it 9K? Was it like 3K a year? So you have to flat out pay 9K to do a university, and they changed that to the way it is now. But if you were like going to like like not Harvard but Cambridge, it would be like 100K flat out. So much as if the British had some sort of influence over Australia. My friend who developed websites, he did most of his work for Australia because he said Australian internet is technically 5 years behind everyone else, so that the Australians were apparently like paying a lot of money to get overseas website developers to make the websites more modern because apparently all the websites were like 5 years in the past. So he said like he was getting like millionaire businesses paying for him to update their website to something pretty simple, but because in Australia websites are just like really old school. Very interesting. That's why we let them in Eurovision. We feel bad for them. Australians are so likable. You know what I noticed, guys? I haven't had someone come into my chat and ask me if I'm Australian. That used to happen all the time. It makes me think that maybe I just sound more British lately. Some companies refuse to upgrade too. I work for one that's so outdated. Maybe Australia just likes being in the past. We still use WordPress for websites. Is that Australia? I'm now roadman Brev. Hey, Brev. Get people asking if I'm British all the time. Sind, it's what happens, okay? If they hear an Australian person, they'll think you're British. If they hear a British person like me, they used to think I'm Australian all the time. I got it all the time. I haven't had it in a while though. I think they like to guess. And they often get it wrong. They always choose the opposite one. I know a guy who charges people hell for WordPress sites. I'm about to get into WordPress. Guys, don't tell them about Squarespace. Is this a new outfit? Yeah, this is a new fit. I haven't stood up yet. I'll stand up. It's like my Lethal Company fit. My tracker's all working. I actually had another fit too, but it's kind of weird. It's a bit janky. I took the arms off. Oh, let me put the arms back on. Into the blue, and when I lose myself, I think of you. Looks like Roxy? Who's Roxy? Cyberweeb. Watcha! Vroom, 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 vroom! Rasengan! Yeah, I need to fix the arms. They're a bit flibby flobby. I look a bit thick too. This thing right here makes me look quite thick. Beyond the world to the end of time. Is my favorite game Mecha Chameleon now? I'm playing that later today in Kraken's lobby, I think. I do like that game. I'm not that good at it though. Fart channel redeem when? Never. I'm not Fillion. Oh, I have another hair too. I don't know if I like this one as much. All models you make got very thick round meat. Round the meat. I get warning about. Yeah, this model's cool. I made it last night. If you could think of any model themes, what themes could you think of? Because I'm just really impartial to cyberpunk stuff, so I've been getting a bunch of cyberpunk outfits. I'm pretty, it's pretty hard for me to get like just normal cute ones. Wallace and Gromit, Warhammer. Another model? Yeah, I'm bashing these out. I'm trying to get a bunch of cute fits. Do I enjoy Shadowrun? I don't know what Shadowrun is. Get out of me. Am I making them myself? So basically, I look around sites that sell VR chat assets, and then I buy them, and then I model them onto my model, and I put them on. And I do all the materials and all that stuff. Shadowrun equals cyberpunk with fantasy, so you get dwarves, elves, trolls, and magic. No, I didn't know that one. Cho-themed model? I asked Joe, I keep asking him, hey, I'll make you into a hot girl in VR chat. And he's like, no, don't want to be a girl. I'm Frankensteining them? Yeah, it's called kit bashing. No, I haven't made any furry models. Do you still have the person that can make custom models for you? Like an outfit? Yeah, Susan. I haven't talked to Susan in like forever about making anything, but I'm sure I could hit her up and she might be down. You totally made a furry model? Yeah, I did. The stripping one. I haven't made one since then. Did you say me? Hi, Susan. Susan, you know my base fit with the suit and all the cool fun bits and bops in the jacket? That was all Susan. Susan actually makes stuff in 3D. I can't do that. I'm just a little basher. I just bash stuff together. Oh wait, do I know my overlays in here? I don't. I can't do the Nya, I don't have the overlays. Do a flip? I can barely stand. I can't do a flip. Oh, dude, I hate having crash outs like that. I want to be like a cute, sweet streamer. I don't want to be having crash outs. But chat just makes me so effing mad. That was a crash out? I'd say so. We do a little rage baiting. We like to make a streamer mad. I like it when you go feral. Oh, you're right. Dude, I should have just went. That diffuses everything. You're moaning again? Oh, that is definitely not a moan. I'm second on the VOC category. I don't mind that. I would never beat Blue Haze. But that's fine, because also I'm not here specifically for VR chatters. If I was here for just VR chatters, I wouldn't get any viewers because I'm yapping my gums, first of all. Second of all, I'm not a good wiggler. I don't know, there's something magical about seeing my model move with me and feeling like immersed about it. Oh, I didn't realize this clips together. No, I have to fix that. Need mango for wiggle lessons? Nah, I think my problem is I don't have the stamina. You guys didn't know there's people in VR chat, they're called mirror dwellers. And mirror dwellers are basically people who I don't think they exist much anymore because of now in VR wherever you are there can be mirrors. But in worlds there'd always be a mirror, and that's always where you'd find people Because all they do would just sit in front of a mirror, just looking at themselves. Because it's such like a weird feeling that like your body in VR chat looks the way you do compared to like how you look in real life. So people would just sit in front of mirrors. I remember always going up to the mirror dwellers and trolling them. I was like, hey, you guys are boring. Let's do something. Yeah, but I don't think I don't know. I haven't been in public culture in so long, but I don't think they mirror dwell much anymore. Have you ordered a product online and your package got delayed? Yeah, all the time. I'll be surprised if there's someone in chat that has never gotten their package delayed. What the heck? Oh, also, I'm officially now working on the VR chat podcast world. Officially. I opened Unity and I made a VR chat world save. So now I've got to fill it with gubs and doodads, and figure out how to make a good VR chat podcast world. And then we're gonna do the podcast, do the ting. Yep, we're gonna do the ting. I have an idea for your first topic. What counts as a moon? Eh, eh, no. Mm, mm, how about no? I don't know how we're gonna do it. I don't know if I like ask people, hey, what should we talk about? Or like talk about things that are happening, or talk about something random, or me and me both come up with a topic we want to talk about, and then we just do that. I don't know. Can't wait for the political discussions. Well, both me and Naomi hate talking about politics stuff, so it's probably not going to happen. Don't think of VR again? She has it. There's just no reason for her to get on. I'm just sitting in my car and VR isn't the problem, it's the Gooners. What's wrong with the Gooners? Talk about Hawk Tour? Isn't she like dead? Naomi doesn't like them? Yeah, but we're doing a podcast. We're both going to be sat down. There is, the Gooners aren't going to enjoy that stream. Like, we're just going to be sat, well, we're not streaming it, it's going to be YouTube videos. We're just going to be sat down talking. I just thought it'd be an interesting, I don't think there are many VR chat based podcasts. And it's not like we're going to be talking about VR chat. We're just going to be talking about whatever. It's just in VR chat because, I think doing it this way rather than the two VTubers together is more movement. Hawk Tour took her money and ran away. Based, honestly. Yeah, I think a podcast and VR chat is a cool idea. I hope anyway. And I hope that it was gonna help me become more confident in speech and get better at talking about stuff. Yeah, I don't really know what I want to do for the world. It's basically just gonna be the backdrop's gonna be just like a wall split in two. One side is for me, one side's for Naomi, and it's just gonna be like, I don't know, bean bags either side that we sit on, and then just like shelves of stuff we like. It's gonna be pretty simple. It's not gonna be like the craziest VR chat world you've ever seen. I don't know how to make VR chat worlds. I'm literally learning a new skill to do this. Hi Schizo. Look, here she comes out. I found a cool asset that is like they're called podcast mics, and it's like a mic on a boom, but you can actually hold it and move it. So it's like we can hold it and move it and put it in front of our faces, which I think is a cool idea. I also need to think about what microphone I'm using because this microphone sucks. I don't think I want to use this microphone on the podcast. I want a better one, so I need to think about that too. It is cool. Oh, I'm scared. I want to make a good world. Your hat? I like the hat. It's cool. I wish I should have a thing where I can grab it and it moves. Yeah, maybe I should just hold my microphone the whole time. I'm getting tired. I'm sitting down. I shuffle. I'm not making a furry model for the podcast. No. Yeah, it's like a trend nowadays in those YouTube videos that people like commentary ones where they hold the microphone that they're talking to. I think it's actually, it does give you a confidence boost, like holding something to your mouth like this. It feels like, hey, you gotta listen to what I'm saying because I'm the one with the mic. Why do everyone want a furry model? I like that guy who attaches them to NY Metro cards. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that guy. Ugh. I also need to buy a beanbag. I've wanted a beanbag forever. But I'm worried I'm gonna get a beanbag and it's gonna be really, really, really hot and it's just gonna hold all my sweat. That's gross. I can't wiggle my nose. You need a specific headset for that one. It's gonna be real hot in the next week in the UK. No! I want to get like a really, really, really fluffy beanbag. Like a really fluffy one. Squeeze the bee bag and drink its juice? Joe would probably do that. Yeah. The thing is, the reason why I want a beanbag is because if I just sat in my chair now, I can't help myself. I have to spin. I have to spin. And that's gonna look very silly on the podcast. What the hell is that wall of text? Just read the last statement about growling crowds of people arguing about moans could have come with across as disagreeing with Jinx. Sorry about that. Meant the people in chat who that kept arguing the wrong side of the argument. Didn't mean Jinx, who I agree with. Just wanted to clarify and not that possible misunderstanding. Stay alive. Going back to luck. Mods, feel free to delete this post. So who even wrote that? I can't see who wrote that. Like, don't feel bad about the moaning conversation. I get people were just trying to make me mad, okay? I don't know what a moan is. Swifter, you haven't had a girlfriend, okay? You don't know what a moan is. I made sure the moans that I did in my examples either sounded like a pig or just like really, really gross. Emotional damage. Huh, very skibbity. Sometimes you gotta ick them out on purpose. Mm-hmm. Where's Joe? He came in here. Yeah, he said that was not a moan, and then he did an example of what a moan sounds like. He's taste testing. Dude, it was so funny. It was so funny. I just have it's couch lurker. I just learned lots of bad experiences with people trying to argue things outside of actual reality. Yeah, I mean, I don't wanna. I don't like arguing with chat because I don't want to be a mean person. But it's like when I know I'm right. What can you do? Maybe I've been spending too much time with Joe. Joe loves arguing with his chat. He loves a good argument. What would you do? You just said I hadn't had a girlfriend. You're so mean. You literally told me. You literally wrote in chat when we were talking about relationships that you haven't had a girlfriend. BG literally also earlier said in chat that he hasn't had a girlfriend too. And you used it against me? Like you're using stuff against me too? Oh, let's all attack the streamer personally, but when she goes for me, it's not right. Oh, let's use all this stuff against the streamer, but she can't attack me back. That wouldn't be fair, would it? No, that's fair. I mean, the reason why I had a 4-year break between relationships is because I just couldn't. I just didn't want to be in a relationship. Why have I got a weird janky finger? Try to be someone else. The thing is like, I'm not XQC. I don't have lots of money. If people were to attack XQC personally, all he would do is just rip out his Rolex and be like, There you go. He just literally outmogs chat in that one move. I don't have that. I need a Rolex on my models so I can outmog you guys. Rage baiting a GF is the most fun. Freaking Joe does it all the time. Chito. Chito. Isn't that really lame though? Yeah, it is. I don't think you'd win just from pulling out that you have more money. There are some real freaking losers out there with money. We got all our rage baiting tips from watching YouTube play games together. You're making me mad and Joe's not even here. You're making me mad at Joe and he's not here at all. I don't see you as a bad person at all. I really enjoy the vibes you and your community give. I just don't enjoy people trying to argue for weird reasons with no basis, in fact. There's too much discord and worse out there as it is. I don't mind it when it's a silly conversation, like the one we had. It was just silly. If we were about to, like, argue about, like, massive political stuff, or like Israel and Palestine, then maybe it would be really bad. That would be awful. I would no. If I'm a bad person, you don't like me, but I guess I'll make my own way. It's a circle, I mean cycle. I can't excite you anymore. You're cringe and stupid. Don't listen to anyone on the internet. Don't listen to anyone on the internet. They all suck. They're all stupid. Wanna hear blame? I think it's my folks. You know we're not the same. We're not the same. Oh, we're not the same. I wrote it in my blood. I won't listen to that advice. Oh. But if we don't listen to people on the internet, then we shouldn't listen to that advice. My advice is to come up with your own opinions. How to rage bait Jinx say streamer is doing a great job. No, I like that. Tell me that I'm doing a good job. Just wondering if those guys moan like that. Now the way guys moan is like this. Alright, to me, this is how guys moan. Okay. Oh. That's a groan. Nope. We're not the same. Have you heard of tortoise noises? Yeah, they go, Sounds like people at the gym lifting. Yeah, but they're just moaning. Don't you guys know that? When they're lifting those things and they're going, ah! That's just them moaning in pleasure. Let's be on my way out. Hi, Tegan. I must be on my way out. Or having a giant poop. Yep. No, that's more moaning in pain. Still moaning. Anyone interested in the World Cup? Has anyone been watching? England won the hardest match. Croatia, the Croatia England game. That was definitely going to be our hardest group. No, I should though. It's just fun. I looked at the England goals. Dude, okay, the fact that okay, so penalties are normally like pretty easy to score, right? It's kind of hard to not score a penalty, but holy shiz. Basically, we got a penalty as England, and Harry Kane is our captain, he took it. He actually got blocked. The goalkeeper actually ended up blocking the ball because he tried to do a stutter trick. But basically, what happened when he did the stutter thing is that there was, I think, one Croatian player and the goalie both overstepped the line. So basically, before he hit, you can't move as a player before he hits the ball. So he did a stutter step, which I made them think he hit the ball, and they moved before he hit it. So then he got to take it again, and he actually hit it, which is crazy. If they didn't move, he would have missed that penalty. So are we doing a watch party like we did for Eurovision for the World Cup finals? We could do that for the finals, maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know if England's going to make it. We have a good chance. We actually have a good chance of making it. I haven't watched like football or kept in touch with it in so long though. I couldn't tell you who like the best teams in the world are right now. I can only assume that France and Brazil are still amazing, and Germany. Brazil, isn't it? Is Brazil bad? Brazil is bad. Argentina's good though. France and Spain. Do you know all the countries in the world? No, but I know a fair few. Yeah, I think right now for us, we have a good chance of winning only because I think other teams aren't as good as they used to be. In Singapore, McDonald's is streaming the World Cup as collaboration. Cool, cute. Is Germany still on? I don't know. Possibly. I don't know they've ever been bad. Germans just have a different ethics when it comes to like performing. Canada crushed Qatar 6-0 and they broke a Canadian's leg. Oh god. The Germans. The Deutsch. Scotland is playing again tonight. Time for them to outdrink all the Americans again. Dude, I do find it funny that there are like a bunch of rowdy British football fans in America. These Americans have no idea what they got themselves into. The freaking bars in America, the barbecue places, literally run for your lives. All these drunk British men, rowdy, loud, British, drunk, beer drinking men who love football coming through. Big ups, England! Scottish or British? Yeah. The great cultural exchange. They have no idea what they're in for. We're bringing the pubs to America. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. I wonder, like, the amount of people who flew over there. Because I'm quite genuinely terrified to fly to America right now because of, like, how easy it is to get deported and rules that you guys have in place for foreigners now. I just wonder how easy it is. Cause like TwitchCon's coming up soon. I think I'd be down to go to the American TwitchCon. I think I'll lose enough weight to feel okay again to go. Ticket prices are crazy. I heard some are up to $100,000. I guess it's because they didn't book in advance. I mean, I feel like maybe if you have to fly all the way to California, it'd be expensive. It's not a good place right now. Hopefully it changes. Hopefully. It's just for the stadium seat. Oh, good lord. $1,000? But I heard, Joe told me that, like, none of the stadiums are sold out. Joe told me how easy it is, apparently, to get a ticket to go to any of these games because of how unsold out the games are. Because Americans don't want to go. It's literally just like foreign football fans coming over who want to go. Is it because it's too expensive? Start wiggling to get fitter? That's what I've been doing. There is a story from Mr. Who's the Boss where he was held for 40 hours and then deported without contact with family, business, and mother. Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. That's why I don't want to fly to America right now. Still sitting? Yeah, but that's because today I had like really bad anxiety in my lungs, so I felt really weird. Soccer. Soccer. Man, why are they hiking up the prices of the football tickets? Why? But why? You can't even walk. Why are they doing that? 'Cause money? Yeah, but you know how to make money? How about having affordable tickets that people can buy? No one's gonna buy tickets that it's too expensive. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Scalpers? Back in 79 hit. Dude, have you seen that clip? Joe showed me a clip. It was quite funny. It was an LSF clip of Jason Lewin. He went to a game the other night with other streamers. It was like a Netherlands versus someone game. I don't know what game it was. But Jason Lewin and his streamer friends, they pretended they were from the Netherlands. They pretended they were Netherlands fans, and they were like, "Oh, I'm so excited!" And they put on like a really silly accent. I think that's pretty funny, and apparently they got on the news as being Netherlands fans. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, it was an accent that I don't think any Neverlandian has. Break, 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 break it down. Break, break, break. People from the Netherlands do sound very silly. They do. Eh, eh, eh. Gotta. Eh, eh. Time is it? 2.5 hours? I don't have like a game to play, so I don't really know if I want to even come off VR and do anything else. I say this as someone who has lived there for a few years. All I've noticed about Netherlandians people is they go. Did you see they changed the name of the team midway through the game? Oh, really? ASMR? Yeah, this is Dutch ASMR. Krabby? Oh yeah, that's what Krabby sounded like in Pokemon. I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, every Dutch person knows how to speak English. I have a Dutch friend called Floris. Frost done in chat whenever he comes by. He's very good at English. Boiled Kingo sounds good right now. Don't eat the Pokemon. Don't eat them. Mm, 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 mm. Hello, Amaya Void. I thought I was your Dutch friend. I didn't even know you were Dutch, Senzone. Why is my arm kind of broken? Like my arm is outstretched and looks like that. Well, I met Zen, and I gotta say, Zen is quite Asian. So I didn't think they were from the Netherlands. That's the wrong flag, Nesfruta. That's not the French flag, okay? Please use the correct flag for your nationality. That's the Czechia flag? No? No, that's the Philippines flag. Reason. I used to be really good at flags. My dad made sure that me and my brother were really good. We would always do flag quizzes, and me and my brother used to like know all the flags. Now I'm not so good, but I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Not amazing, but I do remember a lot. Okay, what's this? I can't see it. It's cut off. That is a Middle Eastern flag. That is. Is that. No, is that Egypt? Angola? Oh, I don't know. Is that Egypt? Oh, it's Angola? Okay, I failed at that one. Bam, 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 bam. Do you know what the Gibraltar flag looks like? No. Okay, that's that's the UK flag. Isn't the UK flag really cool? I think the UK flag is very cool. It's unique. There are no other flags like that. England flag is boring. We're just basically Norway and Sweden in different colors. Taste my taste. Should get a Union Jack bikini. Problem is, I don't want to feel like too patriotic. I'm not. I have some like flag iconography here and there in places, but I don't want to seem very too patriotic. I'm not a big fan of patriotism, even British patriotism. Like, there's American patriotism, which is something way harder, but even British patriotism is kind of cringe. Like the flag with the dragon, that's Wales. Come on, England. 3 lines on the shirt. Jules remain still gleaming. "30 years of hurt." It'll be 60 years of hurt now. Hello, Rose. Can I do a handstand and cartwheel backflip? Nope. 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 Yeah, there's no like I love the UK. I'm so glad I spawned here. I'm so glad I spawned here over probably there's probably maybe 2% of countries in the whole world that I maybe would have rather spawned in. Do you guys really got a tea time alarm? No. Ding ding ding, time for tea. You need your daily tea intake. Yeah, I think I would. Any Scandinavian country seems like a better spawn. So, like Switzerland, Norway, the richer countries where everyone is known to be richer and have a better quality of life. What else would I spawn? Singapore. Like Singapore and the Philippines are both crazy spawns. I wouldn't want to be spawned in the US, me neither. Why the Philippines? I've just seen the Philippines actually earn a lot of money. I was doing a quiz where I was like, name the top earning countries in the world, and Philippines is up there. Switzerland is not Scandinavia. Yeah, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind. Singapore's not Scandinavia either. I'm just saying, I would rather be born in Switzerland. I think Philippines has like a massive divide between the rich and between the poor. Honestly, at this point, this might be controversial. Being in China doesn't seem that bad right now. Specifically, the Chongqing city, I would love to live there. That place is sick. That place is so cool. No, it doesn't. Chongqing looks awesome. She doesn't know? Well, I mean, I know that in China they're really oppressed. They have very strict rules. They're not allowed to know much about anywhere else. But Chongqing looks really cool. Yeah, I think they're making a lot of changes. Dude, do you know what was based? Okay, I hate talking about politics, but I saw this one based thing. So, there was a clip, I think, of the Chinese president or whoever he is, the leader of China, or the Chinese economy. There's a clip, and the interviewer asks him, he's like, "So, what are you going to do now about Trump not being friendly with China and not like importing goods from China because of the whole America tax thing from importing stuff?" And do you know what he said? He said, "We don't need American money. We've been around for thousands of years before America was even a thing, and we've been just fine. We don't need America." And I was like, oh my god, based. Based. We don't need the single largest consumer of our goods. Look, they're right though. They've been around for thousands of years before America was even a thing. They've been around. Not everybody needs America. America needs to wake up. People don't like them. Yeah, but that was 1,000 years ago. Guys, it was such a cool thing to say, and you guys have just ruined it by thinking too hard about it. That was such a sick thing, and now you just ruined it. You've literally all just ruined it. This is why the world sucks. Everyone takes everything people say into too much thing. They get very sensitive about it. Why can't you just like see the cool thing that guy said, being like frick America and what they're doing, and just take that and look at it and be like, wow, that's so based. Sometimes not everything people say needs to have a deep dive into it. Sometimes you can just look at it and be like, fair enough. America is the one that added the stupid tax that makes everything so much more expensive for everyone else to get into America. It's literally them who are the bad people that did that. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, Brexit was freaking dumb. I don't know how Brexit became a thing. I hate Brexit. I mean, it didn't really affect me because I'm not into politics, and also I'm not like a trader of goods, which is like the reason why it was like a big thing. I also like my hat. It's big. Honestly, I think the way people vote anyone is they look, who's the silliest guy? Oh, let's vote for them. Boris Johnson seems very silly. Let's vote for that guy. Oh, Donald Trump looks kind of silly. Let's vote for that guy. Lord Buckethead? Who's that? They vote for silly or hot people? See, this comes back to the relationship talk we had at the beginning. Remember I said if you're not hot, women are into silly, unique looking people, quirky people? It literally goes back. See, just like how people prefer to vote for the silly or the hot one, just be the silly guy and you'll get a girlfriend. It's that easy. If you think you're ugly, just be the silly guy. Chicks love the silly guy. It's that simple. Grow a funny little mustache, have some funny facial features, like some funny quirky tattoos, some big glasses, a weird haircut, weird clothes that are colorful. Boom, girlfriend in no time. No, the thing is, the mustache is how chicks see you. Okay, they're like, wow, that guy has a weird mustache. He seems approachable. I'm going to now approach and talk to that guy because of his mustache, and I'm going to talk about it. That is the conversation starter. You need a funny mustache. How many girlfriends have you had? I'm telling you, it works. Women approaching someone. See, do you have a funny mustache? People, okay, listen, this is not a joke. People approach Joe all the time. Joe is not that social. He's actually pretty antisocial to strangers. They approach him constantly. Do you know why they approach him constantly? Right in chat. Why do they approach Joe? I have never seen someone be approached so much by strangers. They will keep coming up to him. This Fruta said it. Man bun. It is the man bun. It is literally his man bun is the reason why people will approach Joe. It's because he looks friendly because of his man bun. Who has a man bun and isn't friendly? I don't see any other reason. Like, literally, people would just go up to Joe and just start talking to him. Had to get rid of mine, too many people approaching me. See? See? Man bun. Man bun, funny mustache. That's how you get people to come up to you. That's how you get girls to notice you and come up to you. What if I can't do a man bun? Then you do the silly mustache. You do some kind of silly thing here. People will see you. When I see a man with man buns, I have to be the man in those buns. I'm telling you. You look different and approachable. People will approach you. Can't do either? Okay, if you can't do the man bun and you can't do the mustache, then you either have to wear a wig, wear a mustache wig, or you have really, really funny glasses. Like really dumb, over the top glasses. It's endearing. Yeah, I'm gonna go up to the man that has the weird ass glasses because he's probably pretty cool and not an abuser. I got muscles, so I get approached and avoided. Avoided? That's not very nice. Dr. Disrespect had funny glasses. Yeah, and kids loved him. I will pray. I've had people tell me they're scared to talk to me. Bobo, do you have a top knot? Do you have a man bun? Do you have a weird mustache? Because I think I answered your problems. You just need to put some curl on that mustache. Okay, can't have one. Right, Bobo, it's time to invest in some very strange glasses. I'm scared to talk to Jinx. She shames you for not having a girlfriend. Yeah, Swifter also likes to make up the fact that I moan sexually on stream. Oh, ruining my reputation. You do? No, I don't. You do? I don't. I do not. Let me get my Google Doki. My Google Doki. If you want to be a VTuber, that'll make your reputation there. I know. I would probably be more popular if I did do that. Honestly, I probably would be. I would be a lot more popular if I did do really sexual wiggle streams, and I did moan every sentence. I would probably be a lot more popular, but I'm not gonna do it. Only when I see a man bun mustache combo. Hey, hey, I see him. I see him. Could you imagine if you moaned at the date night? Exactly. I was at that date night, and guess what I talked about? I talked about my cyst and my period. I didn't even talk about anything sexual. I didn't do anything remotely sexual. The only sexual thing I did was with Lazzy. I opened my legs up wide because he said, "Hey, can you shoot a golf ball from that vagina of yours with your cyst?" I was like, "Okay." And then I just did it. I didn't think of it as sexual. I just thought it was dumb. How what? It wasn't real life. It's in VR chat, which then it's not sexual. If you're going to talk about cysts and periods, you may as well. Oh God, could you imagine if I talked about that gross thing that Joe did about like when we were in bed, he split my butt cheeks apart so we can fart, and he goes, "Oh, I farted in your butthole." Imagine if I said that while mooning. Oh God. As a clip, I told Joe I'd tell you guys about that. He did that. He did that. Yeah, no one. Look, okay. Any parasocials out there who want to date me, that's what you'd get into. You get it's me outgrossing you. I don't know if anyone would want to particularly date that. Is your Jennifer Coolidge impression moaning? What when I go, ah? No, that's not moaning. That's me going, ah. Like going, Yeah, I'm about to scoop up all the skin that I have on the floor and put it on his spaghetti. I actually have quite a bit of experience cutting up cysts and draining them. The forbidden parmesan. It probably doesn't taste like anything. I haven't really ever eaten the skin that I take off of myself, but I can't imagine it tasting like anything. Probably, if anything, it tastes like sweat. Yeah, maybe a little salty, maybe a little sweaty. Ugh. Wee! Yippee! See, Joe tells me I have to be more hot. And I'm like, Joe, I don't think you understand. I'm just not. He's like, Jinx, you've got to stop being disgusting on stream. And you got to stop telling people that you're ugly. You got to stop being more hot. You got to stop making up things that you're really hot. And I'm like, I can't. I just can't do it. He's like, you'd be way more successful if people believed that you were the hottest girl in the world. Whoa, that spinning was a bad idea. Ooh. Game back. Joe is right. Joe is right. People tend to watch the VTubers who they believe are hot, but are not that hot. Not that it should matter. Not that it should matter in the first place. I don't think you guys should be watching a VTuber just because you think she might be hot. You should watch it because you enjoy them. It's like, for me, it's like kind of weird when, when VTubers do like anything without the model, right? And then that stream gets twice as many views, even though the content definitely isn't as good as what they would do just sitting down and being a VTuber. And it's only because people want to see if they're hot in real life. It's just like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Big gloves? I know they put on gloves, but they don't put on big gloves when they do card openings. Well, I don't see why they wouldn't want to show their hands, unless the only reason why I can see that they don't want to show their hands is because they're a man and they have male hands. Why would they want to wear big gloves? Well, maybe they just don't want to. Maybe they just don't have good-looking hands, which I think is weird. I think all hands are just hands. Hand shows age or gives an indication of weight. Oh. Yeah, maybe they're trying to hide the fact that they're bigger. Some people have ugly hands or scarring. Hmm. To preserve the cards. That's why. It's to preserve the cards and not get any of that bacteria on it. Something like skin color. But that's so bad. I hate that. Why would a VTuber need to hide their skin color? That's bad. Age? Well, most VTubers that I know personally are over 30. I also don't like the fact that they're hiding their age. I think that, I don't know, I don't think there's anything wrong with just saying how old you are. Skin oils and enzymes are bad for toys and cards. I mean, I understand like normal gloves, but like big gloves, like gloves that deform your hand. I understand normal gloves because also normal gloves are like if they didn't get their nails done, which is I would do that because I don't always have my nails nice and pretty. I would wear gloves just to hide my nails or just for the look. So if I wanted like cyberpunky look, I would wear gloves. But I don't understand like really big gloves, like really big ones. I don't know. I don't want to talk about VTubers. VTubers bore me. Dude, I couldn't be one of those people that gets their nails done all the time. It's expensive. It takes a long time too. I just bite my nails because I'm stressed out right now. But my nails grow really long. Have you gone to Japan? No, I've never been to Japan. I've always wanted to go, and I still have never gone. Do VR players know each other? I mean, there's a lot of people that play VR, lots of different communities and groups, but most people who stream VR chat know each other. I don't know them all. I have dirt on them all. No, I mean I feel like not VTubers, VR chatters are pretty degenerate and open about their degeneracy. I don't think many of them have secrets. Is that an Australian accent? Oh, wait! Remember when I said people haven't asked about my Australian accent? Look right there! No, I'm British. Both hot. I think there was like a survey that went out that was like, what is the hottest accent? And I think it was Australian was number one and British or English was second. Which I'm like, I don't think you guys have heard northern accents. They are not hot. Yeah, I think Australia's number one when people think Australian accents are the hottest. I thought French was first. No, which surprised me because I thought French would be number one too, but it wasn't. It was Australian, then English, and then probably French. Then probably Irish, and then French, maybe. French accent's terrible? I don't think so. I like the French accent. I'll follow because of your accent. Hey, thanks, bro. Irish is hot. Well, I think a lot of Americans like really they really adore Irish culture and Irish people, so they think Irish accents are hot. Well, the problem with American accents is that there are so many and there are so many bad ones. Like I said, I can't believe they saved English because there are some really bad English accents that are not hot. How do I feel American Western accents like cowboys? Oh, in the terms in the conversation, they're not attractive. I think the really Yankee, doodah day cowboy accents. I don't think it's very attractive. What do you usually do on VR chat? I don't really play VR chat. I only get on VR chat to make content and make models. I don't really actually play it. I used to, but I don't have any friends to hang out with on here, so when people say, yeah, when people think of the English accent, they think of the, oh, hello, good morning, oh, good day to you, sir. Mother, I want to go horse riding. Think of that accent. Is this moaning chat? No, that was not moaning. That was not moaning. That was me going, oh. It's called, the accent I specifically have is called, what is it called? It's called like the British dictionary accent. What? Hold on, let me look. That's like a really weird name. Received pronunciation. That's what it's called. So my accent is called received pronunciation. It's such a strange. It's a strange way to call it. Yeah, so specifically that I don't wait. Is Amy was it is her name Amy English? I forget what her name is. I think she probably where is she from? Let me Google her. What's her name? Amy English? What the frick is her name? Oh, Jennifer English. Where is she from? A rural Shropshire. The hell is Shropshire? I cannot think this anymore. Oh god, it's near Birmingham. Well, leave my city alone. Everything you said. Do you have any VR avatars you have made for sale? I do! Let me get her out for you. She looks very different than, let me point this. Oh god. Vinny's mom has got it going on. What is this edit I have of it? Yeah, this is, wait, is Strip in here? Hello? Wait, is Strippin is here? Hold up, hold up. I can't show the T for one because that one's bad, but the heck? My leg! I could probably show you the teeth that fit, but I have to go off screen for a second to make sure it's okay. I'm about to break! Do you guys want to see Strippin's teeth that fit? It's like no torso. I think it's because of my tracking. I think I dated this avatar. Was I in the Did you like MILFs? Did you like MILFs, perchance? Hold on. World. Here we go. This one's not for sale, no. This is one I make. A model I make for stripping. Rebel, rebel, beep, beep, rebel, rebel, party, party. Okay. I'm actually terrified of this avatar. It's very easy to get lewd very quick. Oh, it's a lot smaller than the other one. Huh. What's the Tifa pose? Huh. Huh, huh. The Jacko pose? Okay. No. One arm up, one arm behind head holding the elbow? What the frick? Wait. One arm up. One arm behind her head holding her elbow. Oh, this! I understand you now. I was like, that sounds stupid. I got it, yay! Yeah, guys, if you're into this model, I'm afraid you're attracted to stripping. I only have one avatar for sale. She's a Godzilla lady, but if you type exclamation mark MILFzilla, I think the link for it comes up. Yeah, there it is. Thank you, Desruta. Strippin is hot as hell in all forms. Well, me and Strippin are going to be doing XCOM at some point next week, I think. Right? And I promise I'm not gonna troll. I'm gonna try my best. Good night, Bento! Ow. Troll your best? I'm not gonna troll. Mm-mm. Did you ever finish a run? I got to the last mission! The last mission! And I failed! Who are you? Ha! My name's Red Tifa! Ha! Yeah! Oh god, look at the gloves. Okay, well... maybe just leave your hands like this when you use the model. Huh! I'm Red Tifa! Yeah, the last mission, I wasn't expecting it. It was the first time I went in there. It's the first time I actually saw what the avatars did. I didn't know how strong they were. Yeah, now she just slaps. Huh! Huh! Yeah, I mean, I was close. The fact that I made it there was pretty good. You're really cool avies. If you have time, you should make some and sell them. I think they would be popular. Well, that's the thing. I don't have time. But I did make this one. I'll show you again. Let me put her in her default look. Stop, stop, stay here. Oh, okay, because the world is so blue, the blue kind of like washes this avatar out a lot. Turn the face tracking on. Hold on, what if I adjust the lighting? Do I look better now? What color combination of this Avi is the best in your opinion? Well, I don't know. I just like blue. I like blue and black a lot. Blue! But yeah, this model of mine is for sale. I have two other models that I've made that I'm going through and trying to make them for sale too. They're very different. I like theming. The thing about VR chat model sellers is they like just like making edgy hot haul models, and they all kind of look the same. I really like theming, like a theme, and then when I get a theme, I build to the theme. So they're not all probably wouldn't do very well, not as popular. Well, the thing about the edgy hot ego models is that those are the ones who are going to be buying it. Edgy hot egos. So they want edgy hot ego models. How much I made from Milkzilla? Do you want to know? I need better camera work? What? Chill! It's hard to use the camera. Edgy hot eagle. Yeah, I should make eagle our model. Yeah. I need a chest tracker is what I need. So I can actually do hip wiggles. It's kind of hard to do. Hate the ego e-boy looks? I mean, I understand it's like a mass avatar. Not everyone wants to be a blue scaled Godzilla lady, you know? Does Jinxie or Payhip take a lot of the money you made? I think Jinxie takes 20% of sales. Alright, bye. Bye, Strider. Thanks for chilling. Because I had such websites take a lot. They do, but also it's like there's nowhere else to set. I mean, Payhip gives a better cut, but also you can't really browse Payhip, but you can browse Jinxie. So it's whatever. Any money I can get from selling it, it's good for me. Oh, I'm getting tired. I need to sit down again. I did 3 hours in VR in this boiling hot. How much did you make again? I will tell you. So I sold 200, let's say I sold 240. Where can I see a summary? Okay, I sold 240 Milzilla models. Through that, I made. See, I don't know if this also takes out the money that Jinxie is owed. I assume it isn't. So I made $5,774 from this model. But I think 20% of that is taken. So I don't know how much that is, but yeah. Oh, 240 sales. How much did Vincent make? I believe I gave him 280. Okay, the thing about Vincent is I gave him way more. Okay, basically, when you give someone a code, I give 20% off if someone uses that code, which is the reason why people would want to use a code, is because they get money off the sale. But then the person is only meant to make 20% on that commission too. But for Vincent, because he tried really hard and he was advertising like crazy, I just gave him the money that any model that someone used a code for his, I just was like, okay, I'll just give you the model, how much the model was worth. Instead of giving him just 20% of a sale, I gave him the whole thing. Which, I don't know about you, but it seems like I'm supporting the little guy. Whoever said I would support the little guy. So I think I ended up giving Vinny around $260. I'm pretty sure I paid him. That really stuck with you? Do you know why it stuck with me? Because I don't want people thinking that when, like, I'm not like that. And I think I've proved enough that I'm not like that. I also gave Mango, I think only Mango's code was used 2 times. So I think I really gave Mango like $50. It's not enough to say that I miss you. And Crumpets was used 0 times, and Strippins was also used 0 times. Is there an estimate of how much an Abby costs to make? So I think I spent around $200 on the assets for MILFzilla. And it took me around, 3 months to make that model because I was learning how to do completely new things. I made one version of it that I ended up not liking and scrapping and then making another. So think about that. Think about it cost me $200 to make, and then it took me 3 months every night to put the model together. I kind of feel like I wasn't paid enough for the amount of time that I put into it. Like, if I used that time to do something else, you know what I mean? But did you enjoy the process, though? It was very stressful. It stressed me out, but now that I've learned how to do it, now I can try the next times I do it to do it faster. And now that I know, like, I've set up a PayHip because I had to spend a few days just to make my PayHip website that no one used. That's okay. And now I know that I don't have to maybe try as hard. Yeah, I have loads of ideas of models I want to make though. Just cuz I like making them. It's fun. It's nice to see when people use them. I haven't seen like lots of people use MILFzilla, but that's okay. Should monetize the knowledge you have. That's why I want to make editing tutorials too. I have so many things I want to do. Man, it's so hard to find the time to do everything. Can you see why I only stream for 4 hours? Well, I try to, because I got to stream for 4 hours a day. That's 4 hours of my time gone. And then I've got to do this and that, make models on stream to make money, learn stuff, edit stuff, all of this stuff. All of this. I don't use TikTok to watch stuff. Oh, um, Crumpet has done a stream where he used his model, both the ones I made for him on stream. Streaming is your main job now? Uh, it's tough because I would say streaming is half my job. Half the money I make in, like, at all is streaming. Half the money I make is off stream. So it's like, you also need to do frivolous tasks like eat and sleep and play XCOM all day. I do need to eat and sleep. Yeah. I play XCOM never off stream. Never. All my life. If one job cannot pay all the bills, it's not the main job. Yeah, it's like my half job. I can't MGV. I can't stream making models because a lot of time when I make my models, I need the models to go like naked, to do clothing clipping. It's too dangerous, unfortunately, to stream making models. People have been banned for model making streams because they accidentally show the naked body. I'm also excited for the XCOM collab. I just hope I don't make Strippin' mad. I hope you do. No, I don't want to make him mad. My look changed. This is just one of my models. This is like my Empress. Empress of the Hells model. This is if Nom was a girl and she was a sexy woman and in the Hells. Ha! Beseech my power! Did the bunny fit? Oh yeah, I need to redo that one. Oh, Ebony Odegarin. Yes, yes, it is kind of like that. I need to get back into Monster Hunter. I never finished making all the armor pieces, so I need to do that still too. I'm them. I want to play Monster Hunter Wilds, but my PC is poop. Well, if you have extra money, Max, you could always use Nvidia. If you use, look, I'm not partnered with them, but I think it's like, if you really want to play something and you do have extra money, but you don't have enough to buy a new PC, but lag is important, it doesn't lag. Wait, do you have good internet, Max? You're German! Germany has amazing internet. Has bad internet? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, rip if you don't have good internet. There are even better options. The only one I know of is Nvidia, but there's more cloud gaming options. Yeah. The Nvidia game stream service, yeah, it's really good if you want to play games at like the highest quality. They gave me a subscription for it till August. So I want to make sure I'm able to play the Cyberpunk DLC before it runs out. So I want to play Cyberpunk full ray tracing, everything ultra graphics, freaking spam that shit, freaking make it look real, make it look like I can jump into the screen. How does Phantom Liberty run out? I mean, like, my subscription to Nvidia to play, to use their service to play Cyberpunk using the streaming service. Yeah, I guess nowadays the streaming services are going to be way more popular because of how expensive PCs are going to get. My PC that I have is already around 5 or 6 years old, and now I'm not going to be able to upgrade it. Oh, frick. Oh, frick. I hope it's good enough for the next 5 years. I want you to have to rent a PC from them. Oh, yeah, that's what? That's what they were doing all along. Is this Steam Machine? Isn't it just like a very expensive console though? It's like $1,000. Did you ever ask a PC company to give you one? What, a PC? I'm not big enough for that. Maybe if I was a streamer with like 5,000 viewers, they would do that. But no, they're not gonna just give me a PC, unfortunately. Did you ever ask though? I mean, no, but yet again, I'm very small. Well, yeah, okay, I'm 6'7" in height, but I mean, the PC I have now is by a British company called Chill Blast, and yeah, I bought my last two PCs from them because they're a British company that make PCs, and I don't know how to build them. Building PCs looks really scary. What GPU do you have? The 3080, right? That's the GPU, right? Asking never hurts. No. I can't ask. It's too scary. I don't want to ask. I thought it was scary too. I've had to make the upgrade myself, but I was still terrified. It is scary. And it's also because, like, I have a built one, so whenever I've opened it, I'm like, oh my god, what have they done? Like, they have their own sections and their own, like, bolts. You're on a 1080? Sheesh. I've built one PC before with someone who builds loads of PCs watching me and telling me what to do, and it didn't turn on. And he was like, what the hell have you done? I've literally watched you and told you to do everything, and it doesn't work. And I'm like, I don't know. Archie. Okay, my voice is going because I need moisture. So I think I might end the stream soon. Dude, I'm terrified now to do this podcast. I'm just not good at talking at all, I think. I just think I lack the skill that Naomi has, that she can talk about anything and it sounds kind of interesting, right? It could be anything, and it's just like, oh, the way she's talking about it, it makes it actually sound interesting, even though I'm not interested at all. It sounds interesting. But when I talk, I'm just like worried the whole time that I'm not being content, so I don't even want it. I don't know, it's hard to talk. The only thing I can't do 4 hours is standing. Bruh, who wants to stand for 4 hours? The boom, nah, the boom, nah, biddy bop. The boom, nah, the boom, nah, biddy bop. Amy has a voice, nice voice. I could listen for hours. Well, good thing she streams and you can listen to it for hours. The boom, nah, the boom, nah, biddy bop. 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 Go! If Talk to Her can last 8 episodes, you can do a podcast easy. I've never been very good at talking. Some things in boy. I did like a autism test thing, and one of the questions was like, when you talk about things, do you go into them in great detail? And then me and Joe were talking. I was like, Joe, you literally tell me every last single little thing when it comes to anything you do that I don't need to know. That is like so I don't need to know. But when I talk about things, I'm very like to the point. Like I will not tell all the details. I will literally just say like this is what happened, and I'll knock out all the details that I think people don't need to know. Which I think when it comes to podcasting is very bad, because the more you talk, the better it is. The more in detail of stuff you go, the better it is. You need to keep everything in there. But I'm a very much like every word I say is not important, but like rare. How do you say it? Like every word is scarce. Every word I say, I feel like has to have meaning. Otherwise, people would stop listening to me. Because I think that's definitely like a life thing where like if everything I don't say is the point, then it's hard. I don't believe people will listen to me. That's called an introvert. Yeah, I guess so. Like if I start waffling, then it's like you're not gonna listen, so I can't just waffle. But I feel like for Twitch, waffling is really good, and it is a skill that I think is good for streamers to have, like waffling and just taking up space and time with anything. But like, for example, if me and Joe were to go on a holiday, he could talk about it for 4 hours, a whole stream. I could talk about it in 20 minutes. This has happened where I literally summarized the Valorant France trip in like 20 minutes, and he spent a whole stream talking about it. It's just like, I'm just like, yeah, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. And I'm trying to like get over that and stop doing that and try and like learn how to talk. Because like small talk I can't do. I like all this kind of stuff. That's not very common for female Smurfs. Most of them yap about trivial stuff till your ears bleed. I do enjoy talking about gross things. I do. What does biovate mean? Bioviate? Bloviate? Do you watch any podcasts? No. The only podcast I ever gave a try was Connor's one, the anime one. What was that called again? That one that he did. The frick was it called again? I don't remember. Trash Taste. Thank you. Yes, Trash Taste was the only podcast I've ever actually like listened to. Otherwise, other podcasts I've only ever listened to clips. That's not right. I've watched a few drag race podcasts. But other than that, I should probably watch more podcasts so I can learn. Meaningful words have now waffling is fine if you mean you're elaborating on a specific topic. Oh, and it's gone. I can't read it anymore. Frick. I haven't watched Soda's podcast. No. I think I get a bit bored of podcasts. I think like I'd rather watch some funny. I get bored of podcasts. Hey, how about I make one that everyone else can be bored of? Hey, isn't that a good idea? Sometimes I can't believe some podcasts exist. I'm like, why do you watch or listen to these people? They don't seem very nice. But I guess I should watch some more and research as to what works. Like already, just doing it in VR chat is kind of like, it's not gonna go viral. No one's gonna watch a VR chat podcast, but it's just so you guys give me some extra content that's on YouTube and isn't streamed. And for me to learn how to talk better, and then that in turn is going to help my streams because I'm going to do a Naomi who knows how to talk really well. Like I said, she could talk about the most menial thing, and it's very easy to listen to and interesting to listen to. Whereas where I feel like I can't do that. So it's going to help me and teach me to do so. The Toxic Man ones are gross. Yeah, I've only ever seen clips. Like, I don't understand the clips of like they bring in like girl guests who are like adult stars or just pretty influencers, and then they bring them in there and then they ask them horrible questions and just insult them. Like that's an incel podcast. Like those people are just like insulting these pretty girls because and incels are watching it because they're like, yes, insult the pretty girl, make her feel worthless. It's just like, oh, I hate that. I don't understand why that's a thing. What questions are you talking about? There are some podcasts I've seen clips of where it's a very male oriented podcast only because the people who seem to be running it are men, and then they bring in these pretty influencers which obviously the girls go on so they can get uh not notoriety but like clout from it. And then they always bring them up and be like, hey, like, rate yourself. And then if they say a higher number than what the man believes is true because they like themselves, then they like start insulting them like, nah, you're ugly. I see you with spots there. You look ugly without makeup. Like your hair is a gross color. You dress like a whore. And it's like, what? And then these podcasts get really popular because men who dislike women or like I don't know watch that and then they're like yeah insult the woman, make her, put her down, put her in her place, she's not that good. And I'm just like, oh man, that is so sad. I don't know why the girls do it. They know they're gonna do it. Yeah, they do it for the exposure because it's like, well, there might be somebody who's listening who does like the way I look. Yeah, it's crazy. Like those podcasts I don't understand. I just want to do one where me and Naomi just talk about things we like or dislike. Spins your chair. Whoa! Fresh and Fit is the most infamous one. Hmm. Can't really feel bad for the girls when they're willingly putting themselves there. Yeah, I'm sure some of them know. I'm sure some of them don't know what's about to happen. Over and over again. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's like, yeah, get them. Tell her she's not hot. But what does she look like naked? Let me pay this £10 subscription and find out. Got a name idea for the pod yet? For the pod. Yeah, I just have a podcast. Yeah, it's my pod, you see. Um, no, I don't know what to call it. I was gonna call it something like I was thinking of calling it PP Podcast, but there's like 3 YouTube channels called PP Podcast. Because I was gonna call it like Puss and Poo. I don't know what to call it. PP. Oh god, no. If you think about it, this is kind of like a podcast right now. People are only listening instead of watching. Yeah, kind of. Mm-hmm. You had my heart, at least for the most part. I scratch. Anyway, it's been 4 hours. Do we think it's time for Jinx to go and lie down for a second before she. Oh, I have to clean the kitchen too. Frick! Should bring men to your podcast and belittle them? That's pretty much what VR chatters do. Dude, in VR chat, the girls reign supreme. Guys are beneath women. Hardcore. They do that a lot. Call it high. Yeah, but it's not just my podcast. Naomi's gonna be part of it too. I don't want to just call it something for me. Yeah, VR chat's definitely a matriarchy in here. Did my music turn off? Oh. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry if any of your opinions have changed about me. Whoa. Is the map of the world. You disgust me. Well, hey ho. Alright, I'm gonna find someone to raid. You can look at my butt. From yes. Follow if you're not following. I normally stream games. Friday is the one day that I do this VR chat stream. I'm gonna go make models now. Thank you anyone for enjoying this stream, anyone for subbing, anyone for talking. On his face is a map of the world. I hope you have a good rest of your day too, Morpheus. Tell him about the fart incident? I don't have to tell him about it. He did it. He literally was the one that did it. 1 minute of being cute before I have to go. Good night, beanies. Good night. Enjoy Joe Fudge. He's currently streaming Skyrim RP. He's going to be continuing to do that. He's in a position of power, and I think he's starting a war. So that would be interesting to watch. Okay? So see everyone. Goodbye. No stream tomorrow. It's Saturday. But I will be streaming on Sunday.